Mother Nature has tried to take Cardington off of the map.
I think everyone was really scared and stunned and shocked because when we finally could get back into town, the destruction was astronomical. Believe me, the town looked like a bomb had been dropped on it.
This is Bill Brennan. Last night, Morrow County Hospital was the focal point for families and friends of the victims of the Cardington tornado. Today, more information became available. 4 persons are known to have died as a result of the storm. They've been identified as 9-month-old Donald William Carson, Maxine Danner, whose age and address were unknown, Leo Bingham, a widower in his 60s who suffered a heart attack during the storm, and this morning, 62-year-old Thelma Olson died in Mansfield General Hospital. She had been hurt while pinned under debris during the storm. Altogether, 53 persons were treated at the hospital. 11 were admitted for further treatment. 6 persons were transferred to other area hospitals, and the rest were released following treatment. This was the first major disaster Morrow County Hospital had ever handled.
They really didn't examine my husband very well, but he was able to walk and function.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe they said there was nothing left of our house and everything was gone. You know.
Probably
I
shocked.
thought maybe, who knows, you could have concussion, what?
Yeah.
That tornado, he said later the house, he laid down on the floor because he looked out our south windows and he said, he's seen it coming in the fields there. It was. And so he ran back because we had a 4-bedroom like ranch home.
Mm-hmm.
And he ran back between the living room and the dining area, and we had a wall that separated the two, but you could go through on both sides. And he said he laid down and put his hands onto the wall there. And he could look out. We had sliding glass doors in the dining area, and he said he could just see everything. Things were just flying everywhere. And he says the floor started undulating like that, and the next thing he knew, he says the whole house just exploded.
Oh my goodness.
And he went in and he said he was twirling around up there and says, just
wow.
praying that,
yeah.
he's going to be all right, So he said he did get hit in the forehead because he did have a gash over here. That's where all the blood was coming from. And then he got hit in the back of the head, which is probably good, just straighten it back up. So.
Hi, I'm Jamie Wells, and I used to be a teacher here at the Cardington High School many years ago, but it actually was during the Cardington tornadoes. I lived in the country, about a mile out, and I remember that day. It was in June, school was over, I had 3 kids, and we were going to go to the library because I got my kids on their reading program for the summer. But it was so oppressively hot that day that I just said, we're just going to stay home. It's just too hot, we'll go another day. So I'm doing laundry and I walk upstairs and I look out this window that we had. It faced Cardington. And I'm looking out the window and I actually saw the funnel clouds. There were 2 or 3 of them. It was many years ago, but I saw the funnel clouds, scared me half out of my mind. I dropped my laundry, I grabbed my kids, and again, this is a time when there were no cell phones or any of that, so I grabbed a transistor radio, took my kids to the basement, tried to tune in like to find the Mansfield weather reporting station, which would have been the closest one. And of course, then they were reporting the tornadoes. So it was terrifying. And yeah, it was something I will never forget. I'm very glad we were not in town that day at the library because the library did not do very well.
Disaster code 3. Been on the scene since the twister struck, and he has this report to give us an overview of the disastrous events.
Time stopped in Cardington at 3:23 yesterday afternoon. That was when a tornado estimated at 150 feet in diameter carved a path of death and destruction through this small farming community. In a 9-block area, 120 homes were leveled or damaged. House trailers were turned upside down.
Hi, I'm Susie Payton. I'm the present mayor of the village of Cardington. And my recollection of the tornado is when my son was in 2nd grade is when the tornado happened. And it was late on a Saturday afternoon. We were actually working in the living room on the floor, putting together crafts for Bible school that was going to start the following Monday. My son, who was in 2nd grade, was looking out the front door. He heard this noise. It sounded like it was raining really hard. And he's like, "Mom, what is that?" I said, "Oh, it's just raining." He said, "Oh my gosh, Mom, it's not raining." And I immediately realized, oh, we better get in the basement. So I told him to run to the basement, told him not to talk back this time, just go very quickly. And so we headed to the basement. I realized that he knew what it was before I knew what it was because he had heard a recording the week before at school when they were doing education for Tornado Week. And he had heard a video. And when he heard that sound, I'm sure he immediately knew what it was.